In this video, you'll learn how to navigate our Google Classroom to get Apple Teacher certified, and you'll also learn how to start earning your badges and how to log into the Apple Teacher Learning Center. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go to Google, and we need to make sure that we're logged into our Tornillo Google account, not a personal account. Once you're in your account, we're going to go to the top right hand corner where we see the initial of our name, and we're going to click on the waffle. This will take us to our Google Apps, and we're going to go to Classroom. So you should be using your laptop for this portion. I know there's like a glitch going on with the iPads. So you'll be navigating with your laptop, but you'll be doing the work on your actual teacher iPad. Once you're in the Google Classroom, up at the very top, you should get a little notification that says that you need to join a course. And then you're going to click the join button. I don't have that on mine because I created the course, but you all should have the join notification. Once you join, you'll see this course pop up. So it'll say Tornillo Elementary Apple Teacher. And then you'll see this banner once you're in there. So this is a stream where it'll give you notifications whenever we post something new. Also, if you didn't have that join, you can join separately. So you would just need this class code right here. So you can pause the video if you need to get this class code, and then you can join that way. But the majority of our resources and things like that will be under the classwork tab. So we're going to click on this middle tab up here. So it's Stream Classwork People Grades. We're going to click on Classwork. And this is where you're going to find our due date reminders, any kind of resources, that kind of stuff. So the first thing that's on here is the Getting Started resources. So here is the badging calendar for the district. So we're going to try, our goal is to earn a badge every 2 to 3 weeks, just depending on our holiday schedule and our benchmark schedule. So if we click here, it'll show you the due dates. So this is the week of November 1st. So this is where we're starting out. So this badge isn't actually due until November 14th. So not this Sunday, but the Sunday after. And we're going to go through iPad basics. Remember, there's incentives along the way. So if you complete your badge, you get to wear jeans. And then if you want to learn more about the badges that you're going to be earning, there's little descriptions here. So there's 8 badges total. So as we go down, you'll see that it's going to take us a while. It's going to take us through the end of March to actually collect all of our badges. And then here's a reminder for our district vision, the why, and support. So remember, we're going to be doing this along with coaching cycles so that we can get some implementation on the new things that you're learning. After that, we have the infographic that the district made just to give you a little bit more information about our blended learning initiative, the goals, and kind of what we hope that we get out of it. So you can click on that and look through it. This is the link to the Apple Teacher Learning Center, which we'll get to in just a second. And then the link to directly to get to the foundational skills for iPad. So that way you don't have to navigate and look around. We give you the direct link here. The last thing on the Getting Started resources is this Foundations Journal. So this you'll need to open up with your iPad. So I'm going to click here, and it says on your iPad, open a web browser, and you're going to type in tinyurl.com/iPad journal. And the iPad Foundations Journal will automatically download and open with the Pages app. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my iPad. So here's my iPad right here. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a web browser. Let me make this bigger. There we go. So this is Safari. This is my web browser right here. And I'm going to go ahead and type it in up here. So it's tinyurl.com/iPad journal. And once I type that in, it's going to ask me if I want to download the journal, and I do. So I'm going to go ahead and click download on my iPad. There it goes. And the download button is actually up here. It's this little arrow that points down. So I'm going to click on that. And I see the journal right here. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on it. And now it went ahead and opened it up on my iPad. So you're going to use this journal throughout your badging. And we're going to keep track and take notes. And you're going to turn in this journal every time you earn a badge. So right now, you're not going to be able to edit it until you click this edit button right here on the top right hand corner. So I'm going to go ahead and click it, and now I'm able to type on it. So there's a little place for you to put your picture and your name. So I'm going to go ahead and click right here where it says your name, and I'm going to write my name. And then it's really neat because this journal takes you through the steps. So it talks about what the Apple Teacher Learning Center is, how to use the interactive journal. So there's page thumbnails, and then you can use the formatting tools. This app is called Pages, and you'll learn more about Pages as we kind of go along. Here, it's a little place to kind of keep track of your achievements. So the first badge we're going to work on is this badge right here. It's the iPad Basics. So once you earn your badge, you can grab these little badges and you can move them over just to kind of keep track. And then you can put the date and the year down here. So after you earn your Apple Teacher certification, there's a little place for you to put your certificate. It's really neat. And this is the first one that we're going to be starting with. So learn skills for iPad. The link is right here for the skills, or it's also on the Google Classroom. I prefer to use two devices. So I like to look at the skills on my computer, and then I like to actually do the work on my iPad, or you can do it all on the iPad, whatever you feel is more comfortable to you. Then this first page, it tells you to jot down notes on the try-its. So let's get into that. I'm going to show you the Apple Teacher Learning Center and where you can find these try-its and the apply-its. That's what you're going to be taking notes on in your journal. And then the next badge would be the Pages badge. So these are the only two pages that you would have to fill out in your journal right now for your first iPad Basics badge. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just put my iPad aside and go back to my laptop, to my computer. And for the iPad Basics badge on Google Classroom, you would start here. And then it says start here and watch this video, but it's the video that I'm making right now. So once you watch the video, I think we're going to do most of this together. You'll click here where it says Badge 1 iPad Basics Due. And it says complete all 12 skills under iPad Basics, document your learning in your iPad Foundations journal, then sign in with your Apple ID to take the quiz. Upload your journal and your quiz results to receive credit. And then what I'm looking for in the journal, there's a rubric right here. So if you found personal relevance, if you took really good notes, if you had goals or reflection items, and then whether or not you turn things in on time. But you can look through that rubric if you have any questions. So we're going to click right, let's see, I think it's this one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this one that says Apple Teacher Learning Center. And if you just want to go directly there, it's appleteacher.apple.com. So that's a little bit easy to remember. So appleteacher.apple.com. And let me just show you around the Apple Teacher Learning Center. So the Apple Teacher Learning Center is a really great place to get ideas, to connect with other Apple teachers around the globe. So it talks about the Apple teacher journey, how to become a member, which we'll get into a little bit later. There's apps on using augmented reality with your students. So there's some tips and tricks there. There's creativity challenges. These are great for kids. If you're always looking to try something new and interesting with your kids, the creativity challenges are amazing. There's support for remote learning, like how to use Apple Classroom to control the devices even at home. Next step after you get your Apple Teacher is to get your Apple Teacher portfolio, which is really nice because you can get that every single year and it'll be different every single year. I really like Apple Teachers in Action. So when you click on Apple Teachers in Action, there's different lessons that are already here. A lot of the times you can just download them and use them with your kids. So how to record forces in slow motion, how to create a digital book, how to create a TV commercial, abstract portraits. These are all really neat things that you can find. How to create a rap with your kids that you can use with your kiddos in the classroom. Okay, but to earn the badges, we're actually going to go into foundational skills. So I'm going to click on foundational skills. And then there's iPad and Mac foundations. So we're going to do badges for iPad because that's what our students use. There we go. And there's 6 badges overall, but we're also going to learn Apple Classroom and Clips. So that's why we have 8 on our Google Classroom. But the first badge is this one right here. It's iPad Basics. And there are different skills that you learn with the iPad Basics. So there's things about the home screen, how to use the control center, how to use Siri in the classroom, voice memos, accessibility, maps. This one in particular has a lot of skills. I think it has the most, to be honest with you. The other ones don't have as many, I promise. But this one, just I guess since it's the very beginning, it has the most. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull up my iPad again. So there we go. So here is what it looks like on your iPad. So it says on the Foundations Journal. So here we're in the iPad Basics part of the journal. And this is the first one. It says try it. And it says note the most helpful information as you master foundational skills. You can write, draw, type, add screenshots or videos. These are the new skills. So I'm going to go ahead and click on, I don't know, the home screen. When you click on a skill, these are the try-its. So there's usually 5 or 6 that you have to try. It says go to the home screen, press the home button, and swipe left to browse the apps on other pages. So that's one thing to try. So that's something that you would note in your journal, is this try it. So on the iPad, it's really neat. You can just double tap and you can start typing. So I can type home screen and take notes that way. I can take a screenshot, which it'll teach you how to do on the foundational skills as well. And I can put it in here. If I need more pages, down here at the bottom, there's a plus. So I can click the plus and it'll ask, what kind of page do you want? So I can get another journal page, I can get a list, I can get a blank if I just want to add more stuff. If I want to write, like let's say I have a stylus, I can click on the plus that's up here, and then I can do drawing. So if I do drawing, I can write. I'm using my finger right now, so it's not that great, but yes, you can draw. The pins and the markers, the paint tools, the highlighters come out here. So however you want to take notes, you can take notes that way. So you're going to take notes on the try-its. This is the home screen. You're going to click on the arrows back and forth to try the different try-its. How to move an app. This is a little video that'll show you how to move an app. There we go. And you're going to do that for all of the skills. So once you're done with the home screen, you would go to the next skill, which is the control center. So if I click on control center, that's up here, I get a whole new list of try-its. So you're just going to try it, take notes on whatever you feel is the most important. Remember, I'm going to be grading that journal. And then once you're done with your notes, the try-its are down here, apply-its are down here. So it says get quick access to the control center and set a timer. So note some apply-its that you feel like you would use with your students. That's what the second page on the journal is for. So once you've written down all your try-its and all your apply-its, you're pretty much done. And then once you're finished with all these, there's a little star here that says earn your badge. To earn your badge, you actually have to sign in to the Apple Teacher Learning Center. And in order to sign in, you have to have an Apple ID, which the district hasn't made for us yet. So I'm going to do a whole separate video on how to create an Apple ID.